What did you guys see out of Yuri today, and what kind of went into that third inning?
Yeah, just puts together some really good at-bats. Obviously, he's got some great stuff coming back off of the injury, like we know, but you see the stuff that he's got, and the patience, the at-bats that we were able to put together there in the third and drive his pitch count up. I think he was up 40 pitches in that inning, just tremendous at-bats throughout.
Kind of talked the at-bats, but Brett Sullivan, I think, led that inning off with a 9-pitch at-bat and then went first to third on the following hit. I mean, just kind of what you think of that sequence right there?
Huge at-bat there. Leading off, 9-pitch at-bat, going first to third on that base hit to center field. He called a great game, received a great game, threw the guy out in the first inning, trying to steal just everything that we talked about before the game, the energy that he brings. Great at-bats too, sac fly, base hit, couple RBIs. Great game by Brett there.
Tony, overall, your thoughts on Burrows?
Burrows, he pitched pretty well. Felt like he got elevated a little bit at the beginning and kind of lost it, didn't have the command there, but pitched pretty well. Really, the decision going to Shug there, because of what Paul and Ash did yesterday, had a full pen and really felt like it was a good opportunity to go to the pen. And Shug's been so good there, like we've talked about in that situation, and having Fergie, and he was phenomenal tonight too. Two innings out of the pen and really threw the ball well. So thought Burrows threw the ball well, but just more about the pen there in that situation being loaded up.
What impressed you about every guy 1 through 9 being able to contribute offensively tonight?
Yeah, it was great, and gap to gap. We've talked about the passing the baton and just finding a way, big long at bats like you talked about with Sullivan to lead off the inning with a walk. We had some of those. Cabrian laid down a tremendous bunt, for a base hit in that situation, and Gonzo came up with the guy, and Spencer hit the double. He's trying to get him over. He gets a base hit, gets a couple hits in the 4-hole there. Just good, solid at bats, going the other way, going gap to gap. I mean, I don't even know how hard O'Neill hit that double to left center, but it was crushed. And Brian, obviously, with the huge triple there with the bases loaded.
8 for 19 with runners in scoring position. What did you make of the approach and those opportunities?
Yeah, it was great, gap to gap, and just like we talked about, staying within ourselves and not trying to go up and hit the home run, just lining balls to the outfield.
How good was it to be able to capitalize on some mistakes they made?
Yeah, it was good. Just putting the ball in play and finding a way to scratch and claw and grind out some at bats, and it was a good win tonight.
What have you kind of made of the last 4 games, first 4-game winning streak since September? You kind of won games in all different ways tonight. Offensive explosion, couple 1 runs this weekend. What have you made of that winning streak?
The guys are playing baseball and playing the game well and coming out and competing, and we know the work that goes into it that we see every day. Starting to see the fruits of that, and they're staying within themselves and moving the ball forward. I mean, when you talk about getting guys in scoring position, trying to find a way, and we were able to do that tonight.
Well, it probably seems like forever ago, but in the opening series against them, you had 4 one-run games. How comforting was it to have put up a 10 spot and have a game where you had some cushion and didn't have to worry about coming down to the last at bats?
Yeah, no doubt, and I like those ones a lot better. I think, as we all do. But just the at bats throughout 1 through 9, I think everybody got a hit. Just tremendous effort by the offense, and the pitching did a great job as well.
Today was a good all-around game, but Braxton Ashcraft did lose the standoff to start this game. Are you worried that could negatively impact your team?
No, I think we're going to be all right. I didn't know that he lost. When I went up to the plate, it was still going on, and wasn't sure how that ended, but it was a good baseball game.
Donnie, I know you were asked some pregame, but what have you noticed about the team since you took over? You're now 15 and 14. What overall do you like about how this team has played and responded?
Just how we're playing. Going out and playing the game the right way. Brett Sullivan coming up from AAA, and he goes first to third. In that situation, the way we're running the bases, getting bunts down, playing the small game, and even when we haven't gotten guys over, there's intent to get guys over. Just the intent of how we're going about it has been really good, and that process, like we talked about earlier, will lead to more wins.
Seems like during this winning streak, you can call on basically anybody from your bullpen, they'll get it done. What does it mean as a manager to have that confidence in your bullpen?
Yeah, it's been great. Kyle threw the ball well tonight out of the pen. you know, Fergie did, Shug, and everybody stepped up out there, and just we need everybody to you talk about going on a little winning streak, and you need everybody to step up and contribute, and they have.
Thanks, Steve.